Hi, welcome to Happier Ladies. We're sisters who discuss all things related to work, family, and personal growth.
We draw inspiration from everywhere, especially from you, our listeners, to keep moving forward with joy and laughter in the big adventure that is life.
1 week at a time.
I'm Azizi Williams. I live and work in the LA area. I'm a mom of 2 adult children, and I'm an education professional in the independent school world. I'm here with my sister, Malika Amandi.
That's me. I'm a SoCal native living in Western Massachusetts, a mom of 2 littles, and I work in higher ed.
In this episode, we'll recap our favorite moments from the Happier with Gretchen Rubin podcast and Happier in Hollywood hosted by Liz Craft and Sarah Fain.
But first, Azizi, I read a novel that is set in the F1 world.
What? That's
Yes.
crazy. Tell me about it.
It was so good. It's called Slipstream by Madge Merrill. It's kind of a romance. I don't know if you would call it a thriller, but it's kind of about the politics of F1 through the lens of a documentary filmmaker who kind of gets wrapped up in the world.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
It's from the other side.
There's some romance in there, but it's heading towards a little more literary, but not in a very serious way. It's still like a fast read, but there's a lot of filmmaker references if you're into movies because the protagonist is a filmmaker. But there's all the F1 stuff because she's an outsider. You kind of learn about the world, and they go to all the different cities where the Grand
they
Prix
do on
are.
the circuit.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. So you get to experience it through the writer.
Yes.
Wow.
It's very exciting. It really sustained me.
That's so cool. I think, Malika, you brought F1 into my life, right?
I know.
As with most things, it starts with you saying, have you tried this thing? And I really like the Drive to Survive series. I like that version of following F1. Sometimes in the New York Times, they'll have a little article about what's happening right now, but I almost don't want to read it because I just want to watch it when it comes out. I want to see the editor's cut. And then I saw the movie. And did you see the movie, Malika?
I still haven't seen the movie.
Oh my gosh, you have to watch it.
Still haven't. I know.
It's so much fun. It is so much fun. I saw the movie. And so now I definitely have to read this book. And it seems like perfect, just like the movie, for a whole series of, books and episodes and things like that.
It is. It really, I think, is inspired by Drive to Survive. It could be about that, but it's slightly different.
Yeah.
So much fun. Highly recommend.
That's really cool. The movie is not inspired by Drive to Survive. You're just in the world.
Got it.
But that's cool. It kind of reminds me of the romantic comedy book.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like some behind the scenes kind of insidery stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to read it, but I kind of want to read it ahead of the next season coming out. I wonder when the next season's going to come out. Yeah.
That's a fun idea.
When that happens. Unfortunately, with Libby, you don't get a choice.
Right.
It just pops up when it pops up. So
I will say my new strategy with Libby is to check out the book and the audiobook at the same time. And sometimes one is available and the other isn't. But when they're both available, then I do we'll call it reading 360.
What?
Where I go between reading it on the Kindle and listening to it in the car. It's like an immersive thing where I'm like,
that's bananas.
In the book.
You go back and forth.
It's fun. You get through them very quickly. It's very immersive.
I feel about that.
But anyway, I'll say that on Libby, there wasn't a long wait list for the book. It was just available. I think I just checked it out.
Well, I think we have different circulations, right?
That's true.
Is it just one national registry of books?
It depends what library you're a part of. Right. So I've got a couple.
You have less competition out there.
Anyway, keep me posted.
Okay, I will.
On Happier, episode 554, Liz and Gretchen give the advice to take the trip. In More, they talk about the joy of parasocial relationships and make the case for giving away childhood toys. In episode 555, Liz shares an Orange Theory hack. All right. So they talked about take the trip. Just if you have a trip coming up, if you're on the fence, just take the trip. This is like under the umbrella of choose the bigger life. And I agree with this advice. You are the most take the trip person I know, Azizi.
Yes, I will always take the trip.
You always take the trip. I feel like you will call me if you're on the fence, and I'm always like, just don't go. Don't take the trip.
This is true because even when it's preposterous, like there's no way I should take the trip, I'm thinking about taking the trip and I'm feeling like FOMO about not taking the trip. And sometimes when it's like, I don't know what to do, I call you and you always say, don't go. Pretty reliably. And I have to say, I don't go and it makes sense. Like I do feel better not going, but for some reason, I need you to tell me that. I can't come
Yes,
to that conclusion on my own.
it's funny. I feel like I don't always take the trip, but I do value this advice, like the lens of will I regret not going on this trip? If I can think through that way, then I think maybe I would say yes sometimes. But anyway, I think it's helpful to think about your future self and looking back on a trip. Often it's like thinking my future self, thinking like, yeah, I think I might be like, I'm so tired. Why did I do that?
But have you had like bad experiences on trips you took?
I mean, yes, nothing
Oh,
comes to mind right
yeah.
away, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel good about my choices.
Okay. I mean, I guess you could look at it as there are things that you're missing when you take the trip also, right?
That's true.
There are things that you're not doing or not getting to do when you take the
Yeah.
trip. I think my trips are usually, 99% of them are work related, kind of professional trips. So I'm thinking about the content that I'm not going to get,
Right.
but I'm also thinking about the people who are there who I'm not going to get to see, or I'm not going to be in the know if I don't go. Those are the considerations that I take. And it's much easier now, obviously, with my kids not in
Yeah.
the mix. When they were younger, I still did a fair amount, maybe once or twice a year with the help of, mommy and daddy. But yeah, I like a trip.
I mean, I do like traveling.
Okay.
Just
But
saying that. And
just let the record show.
the record show, I like to travel. One of the ways that Gretchen talked about it resonated with me in terms of a trip is a good way to slow down time
Hmm.
because she said that when you're doing the same things every day, when you have a routine and all these, habits that actually makes time go quickly.
Mm.
And so to slow it down, you have to add in novelty and do something different to create memories and have new adventures. And that's a good way to think about it. Like it's good to mix it up, and that will actually help you enjoy time.
Yes. Well, I love novelty. That's a
Yes.
thing about me. And maybe there's something there because I have a hard time remembering things, and maybe that's why I wanna
Too many
keep
trips.
seeking out new things anyway, so that I will remember things, you know? I don't know, but I believe that 100%. I definitely like to seek new experiences and see new places, and it's interesting because I don't like to travel. I don't like the actual act of flying, We've talked about this
Yes.
before. But my desire to be in a new place, it just trumps the discomfort of flying, and so I make it work. But I agree with Gretchen's theory. I think it does slow things down, and it's also like the having something to look forward to, having something to reflect back on. All kinds of great things happen when you take the trip.
I really like Sarah Hart Unger with her kind of planning system. She often will prompt, like, what trips are you planning on taking this year?
Right.
Or like thinking a year ahead, what are you thinking of? And she even has, I can't remember who gave her this framework, but like thinking 5 or 10 years out. And like,
Mhm.
if you have kids, like, what are the ages your kids will be? And where would you like to go when they're like, for me, my kids are 3 and 3 months. Where would I like to go when they're 10
Right.
and 7? Like, I want to go to Japan. Like, I think when Indigo's 10, let's go to Japan. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the really kind of long range thinking about trips so that you can plan for them and
Yeah.
save or whatever, but that's just, like, magical to me.
I've never been able to do that. I plan months, like a season ahead.
Yeah.
That would be a good goal to have a 5-year plan. It's like, who knows what's gonna happen in 5 years, you know? I just haven't been able to, but it makes so much sense just from a financial and
Yeah.
logistical standpoint to start planning that with that much time is definitely the smarter way to travel, but my trips are always last minute.
But you're going, you're taking the trips.
Well, but I couldn't like, I wanted to go to Japan with Snai, and I couldn't, and I don't know that it was because it wasn't a 5-year plan, it turned out that a graduation trip when there's so many things happening around that season is not good, but I don't have any plans now for it.
Right.
Like, I should put it on
So now we should
the
plan for it.
schedule, like, now I should plan for maybe when she graduates from college or I don't know. It's a good goal to plan for the trip, take the trip that you have planned for.
Yeah.
In More Happier, they talked again about parasocial relationships. This idea that you really get to know those folks that you follow, either on reality television or on podcasts, and the positive benefits of those relationships, that they feel like relationships and they give you some of the benefits of being in a community or being in relationships.
Mhm.
And I love this conversation because I feel like I have some parasocial relationships in my life. Also, certainly the YouTubers that I follow and that you follow and we talk
Yeah.
about, for years you can watch someone's life. And
Yeah.
so, of course, you're going to feel like you know them. But I was also thinking of like Peter Segal on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Yes.
He talks about his life a little bit here and there. And I've been listening to him since I was a kid,
Yeah.
every week. And now my girls listen to him and like they tune in. So he's definitely a part of our family.
I feel like I know Peter Segal as well because of listening to Wait Wait. And I'll say this parasocial thing kind of worked against me because I
Wait,
actually
Malika, should we talk about what Wait Wait is? Does everybody just know?
oh, Wait Wait Don't Tell Me, the NPR news quiz,
There you go.
which predates podcasting.
Right. It was just a radio show
It's just on the radio. But
when people listen to the radio.
so Norm got us tickets to see Peter Segal and some of the production team of Wait Wait Don't Tell Me. They were in our area. This is like a couple summers ago. And we got tickets. It was a whole thing, like a date night, babysitter. It was like a little bit of a drive to get there. And for whatever reason, the whole cast was late. And we kept being told, "Oh, they're coming, they're on their way." And then they just didn't come. And it wasn't like a huge audience. It was like an intimate gathering, we'll say, like
Hmm.
maybe 30 people or 30 or 40 people. And they had some snacks and some like wine and beer that you had to buy. And we're like on our third
Hmm.
glass of wine, like just
Yeah.
because there's nothing to do. And then the cast or the crew, whatever they are, they came in just kind of easy, lackadaisical. They were chatting with each other. And like, I happened to be in line getting a glass of wine and I saw Peter Segal and he was talking to someone. And I think I was like, "Peter Segal?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You're late." He was like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "We've been here for 90 minutes. Where were you?"
Where were you, Peter Sagal, 90 minutes ago?
It wasn't like mean. Like, I think I would have said this to you if you had come in late, you know?
I guarantee you would have said it to me. Also, you were 3 glasses of wine in.
I wasn't drunk or tipsy, I'll just say that. Like, it wasn't that kind of thing, but I think I felt so comfortable having that tone with him because I know Peter Sagal. He does not know me. And he was kind of like, "I don't know, they told us to be here at this time."
It's like the fact that he answered you is so funny also. He's like, "I don't know." Oh, that's funny.
And then I realized like, "Oh my gosh, wow." And Norm was like, "Whoa." Like, yeah. Anyway,
Where was Norm when this was happening?
he was at his seat. So I was in the back where the refreshments were, where they had come
Uh,
in. And I think I recounted it to Norm and he was like, "Oof, don't make you wait." Like, okay. But I mean, that sense of like, there was no overarching apology from anyone about the situation. I
yes.
think that's what made me feel mad because we had like
Yes.
spent so much time and effort to get here and then felt like our time wasn't respected.
You
But
were well within your rights to be frustrated. It's just that you directed it at Peter Segal.
exactly.
Like he was in charge of, like, wrangling everybody to get to the hotel. Oh, it's funny.
I don't think he held it against me or remembered me anyway. There was a question in the audience like, what's the strangest interaction you've ever had with Fan? And I kind of thought he was gonna mention me, but no.
He was still processing. It was too soon. It was too soon. Maybe you would have got the next round. Do you have any other parasocial relationships?
Well, Sarah, Liz, and Gretchen.
All right.
That goes without saying,
Of
right?
course.
Because here we are.
They were the first parasocial relationships we had.
But I realized Adrienne from Yoga with Adrienne on YouTube,
Oh,
and I'm a member of her online community, Find What Feels
wow.
Good. Like, I do yoga with her, I mean, for years.
Yeah.
And I genuinely feel like, yeah, we could do a yoga class together. Like, yeah, we can hang out.
I'm sure. Yeah, I should love that.
You feel like you get her vibe. She seems
Right.
so genuine and all this. Like, I feel like I know her.
Good.
And then there's one of the trainers on Apple Fitness, Kim with a Y,
Mm.
who's one of the cycling instructors. I just like her vibe. And
Mhm.
it's funny because when I do the other classes with other trainers, it's like, it doesn't feel right. Let me just go back to Kim's class.
Is it like you're cheating on Kim or something? It's
I
just
don't know. It
like,
just doesn't, I don't feel like I get the same kind of workout. You
"Oh,
know, I
that's
really
funny."
resonate with her approach.
It's funny, I talk about Tommy Rivs from the Nordic Track? Oh, I forgot the name of it. I think that's it, but he has, like, a six-part series, and each series is, like, 20 different walks, and he's just talking about his life, and how you should, like, all the lessons learned and how to take it slow, and I have, like, quoted him. But then it's sad because he's not had any new ones. It's been, like, 6
Oh,
months. He might be done. I don't know.
could reach out.
I just watch the old ones, I just start over again. I should reach out and say, "When are you coming back? You gotta walk forever, Tommy Ribs. I'm so sorry. You can never stop walking."
That's funny.
Grayson and I like, and I mean, we talk about this a lot also. Cecilia,
Oh, yeah.
what's her channel called? Who's in
All bald.
Svalbard. And her partner, we both like, Grayson's into her partner, watching their dynamic, and him also, he really relates to him. He's a foodie, he likes to cook.
Parallel dynamics.
Yeah, parallel dynamics, so I'd say he's in it too.
Cecilia Bloomdahl.
Thank you, Cecilia Bloomdahl. Delightful. I'm waiting for their cookbook to come out. I will definitely buy it. I will pre-order when it comes out.
Liz talked about finally giving away Jack's toys from childhood. Did you save any of the girls' toys?
No. No. Those toys were getting recycled, like, a year in.
Wow.
We didn't have the space. We just did not have the space, and so it was more like a cycle, like, toys came in from the
Okay.
thrift store, toys went back to the thrift store. That was their relationship with toys too.
Yeah.
I guess luckily, none of them really complained or was upset about it. It was like,
Hmm.
"Which toys now are we giving back?" You know? There were some things that I maybe could have held on to, but I couldn't even conceive of how would that work or where would I keep
Yeah.
that. So, yeah. What about you?
It's kind of a curse of having storage.
Yeah.
I feel like we have so many toys and I don't want to get rid of stuff now because it's like, well, Quincy's got to get through them too. But I don't know. I don't want to be sentimental, but there are some things that I think we would want to keep that are like just really high quality.
Yeah.
And I think this about clothes too. Like,
Mm.
I would like to aspire to your level of just moving along, moving along, moving along. I have a friend who makes quilts out of baby clothes. Like, people can hire her to do that. And I think
Mm.
that would make me feel good. And then, like, if I had that with like just some of the outfits, then I
Right.
would feel great about letting go of everything else.
Just one quilt. Like, you don't want quilts, plural, right?
No, one quilt to capture babiness.
That could be sweet. I don't need it though. I really don't.
You don't need it. No.
No, but you could. So I have kept like I think their christening outfit or someone's. I have somebody's christening outfit.
Yes, it is.
Stuff somewhere
Are
in like
you
a Ziploc
store it
bag up
and
in my
then
closet. What am I gonna do with it? Pass it down to them, I guess? Like I just it's gotta be functional in my
Yeah.
life. I could take a picture of it. I like to take pictures of things and to print out the pictures, and I feel like that's the memory that I need.
I mean, I think this is like our family, we don't really do heirlooms.
Right.
We could. Anyone could choose to start that, and
No,
then it would go down.
please don't. I mean, this is the sad thing though. Like I think mommy had things that she was probably gonna pass down, but then the fire happened and she does not have those things anymore. And that's too bad. But also I don't actually need it. But it's definitely a personality quirk, right? I
Yeah.
recognize that I am not like everyone else. And I talked about this when we had to evacuate. I was like, well, I don't need any of this. So I'm
Yeah.
just gonna take some clothes with me. Like I don't have that same attachment to things.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the middle, I guess,
Yeah,
because I think Norm's family, they do have things, and his sister has given us baby clothes that her kids wore.
that's right. Those were really precious, like the Hawaii shirts.
Yeah.
That was really sweet.
Norm got them for her kids when he was younger, and then she saved them, and now it's like she's giving them back. Like,
Yeah,
that's kinda special, you know?
yeah.
She asked us to give them back to her when we're done, so
She
maybe
wants
they'll
them
go
back because
further.
she's not giving them as heirlooms, they're
She
just
might have
hers.
grandkids or something, you know? So I think it's nice to have some things that have a story with them. I feel like
Yes.
that's special, but I think it's really being selective about what those things are.
It does remind me actually that Grandma Louise, our dad's mother, had sewed doll clothes. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And she had, like, little notes with the clothes that the girls did play with, or at least I remember Sanai playing with like, they fit American Girl dolls specifically,
Okay.
because she was obsessed with American Girl dolls, our grandmother, and so she sewed clothes for them, and they did play with it a little bit. That was it. That
And
was the
now they've
end.
been passed on to someone else.
That's it. In episode 555, Liz talked about an Instagrammer who's an Orange Theory coach who gives demos of what the exercises are going to be that day. And thought this was so cool. I will 100% look him up and try to look at it before I go into my next class because that's really helpful. I've talked about how much is going on all at once
Mhm.
and how overwhelming it is to know what actually is happening. And they have a screen and it has a model who's going through the exercise, but just for like 3 seconds worth. So you don't always
Mm.
understand the full range. And I would love to watch someone actually talk about how to do it before doing it.
Have you passed your 5 classes?
Oh, yeah, I
Yay!
did. I had like a week or 2-week drought because of schedule, but I went today, so I'm back on.
Okay,
Because
good.
of schedule and also, let's be honest, hair, which is an issue.
Oh, that's another
I
aspect.
got a blowout for a
Fitness.
party. I was reluctant to throw it away, but I'm gonna have to push through. I can't let hair win over health, so
Health over hair.
health
You gotta
over hair. Health over hair has to be the mantra.
yeah.
I'm inspired by Liz and wanna be an Orange Theory person, like, I need to
Okay.
introduce myself to the people at the front.
Wow.
I told the story about how 2 classes in a row I got there too late and couldn't get in. It was the same lady behind who was just like, "I'm so sorry." She was there today and I made it, so I need to get her name. I'm all in.
Okay. Well, let's take a break, and when we get back, we'll talk about Happier in Hollywood. Azizi, how's your dinner game these days?
Well, Malika, I used to struggle with what to cook for dinner.
You're cooking now?
Okay. Actually, my husband used to struggle with what to make for dinner. I mean, meal planning, grocery lists, yuck. But then we found Prep Dish. It's a weekly meal planning service that tells you exactly what to cook. And now they've partnered with Instacart, so your grocery list becomes a ready-to-go online cart.
Ooh, what's in your cart, Azizi?
All of the prep dish ingredients, plus I can add energy drinks, chili crisp, lipstick, whatever, and check out in just a few clicks. Shopping online is so fun. The meals are family-friendly, healthy, and super easy to prep. Dinner is easy to make, and now we look forward to new tasty meals.
Prep Dish is offering our listeners 2 weeks free. Just head to prepdish.com/happierladies to sign up. Again, that's prepdish.com/happierladies.
I'm always looking for ways to show my cat how much I love her. And with Fancy Feast gems, I can pamper her whenever I want with a savory gravy on top of a gourmet mousse pâté. The pyramid shape makes serving simple, so all I have to do is peel and plate to make mealtime feel extra fancy. And with 2 entrees in every pack, it's easy to turn every day into the extraordinary. Fancy Feast gems.
And we are back. Azizi, what happened on Happier in Hollywood?
In episode 438, Sarah challenges listeners to fix their social media algorithm, and they introduce a new segment on disproportionate joy. In episode 439, Liz and Sarah discuss Taylor Swift. They share writing tips from Anne Lamott, and Sarah recommends a steering wheel tray. How's your algorithm these days, Malika?
Well, I don't use social media still, except, I don't. Even if I go into Instagram, it's like quickly to grab something. Like I'm never.
What are you grabbing on Instagram?
I mean, like if somebody says they sent me something, they
Oh,
messaged me or something, and I'm like, okay. Or if I have to check something, I don't know what. I don't really use it. I'm not scrolling, so it's moot.
got
The
it.
algorithm. The algorithm can't get me.
No, I guess it can't because you're not there. So
Not there.
you're not in the building. It can't get you.
What about you?
I never used social media for news. That is not how I want to consume news.
Mm.
So my algorithm, I mean, it used to be people I know.
Well, even if it's not news, it's just like, are you seeing the things that you want?
Yeah, because I designed it. I don't know. I don't understand this. It's like, it's the things that I have always wanted to see, which are things that make me happy.
Okay.
Because that's the only purpose for social media. Now, it used to be like back in the before times, people I knew doing things, and now I don't see anybody
Mm.
I know anymore. It's all like the narrated lives of animals and people making food, fashion. It's all like comedic scenes. Nothing is hard or heavy about my social media feed. So I like it that way. I always have. By the way, I sent you something on Instagram that you should
Oh,
grab.
there we go. That's why I have to go in.
It was a really funny video of somebody interpreting like a facilitation and the intro, like when you go around and introduce yourself and how that can go awry. It was really funny.
Okay.
You should look at
All
it. And then oh gosh, that best animal person site
right.
page. What do you call it?
Account?
Account. Is a dog named Brody, and Brody is the most amazing dog. He's like some kind of doodle. He's got really long golden hair that like when he shakes, it just like moves everywhere. And he is so sweet and special, and his owner takes him everywhere, and it's just fantastic. So highly recommend.
That's your parasocial dog?
It's my parasocial dog, 100%. I know Brody. And it's fun because he takes him like to Disneyland or the airport, and he's got fans who swarm,
That's
He's
funny.
a celebrity. He's a celebrity dog. He goes to games like the Laker games or, Dodger
Wow.
games. He's a VIP. He's really cute. Such a good heart.
He's a good heart?
He has a very
How do
good
you know
heart
about his heart?
because I know him.
Okay.
I love this new segment that they are introducing on disproportionate joy. Maybe we should add something like this. I think it would be a fun thing for us to discuss. So right now, my disproportionate joy is about my Croc tennis shoes, which I have discussed. I
You
bought
have.
a second pair in a different color of these
What
tennis shoes.
color?
Black. No, I had black. I bought white.
Okay.
And I was out in the yard talking to a teacher, and one of the fifth graders was like, "Oh, those are so cool. What kind of shoes are those?" I was like, "They're Crocs." He's like, "No way." It's like, "Thank you. Yes, I do need the
Kidding.
approval also." Young people. So that's bringing me disproportionate joy. And then also my what's it called? It's like Maybelline. Oh, it's got a long name. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. Okay. It is Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick.
Oh,
Have you heard of this?
I have not.
It was actually recommended to me by a coworker, and it is the best long wear lipstick I have ever used. I put it on once, and it's like the whole day it's
It
there.
really is
And
long
it's
wear.
got a great pigment. I love this stuff. So it's a part of my daily outfit, making me happy.
That sounds fun. I feel like I need a long pigment thing because I like lipstick, but I only put it on one. I never reapply,
Right.
and it's gone.
Yeah, that's how it works.
And it's just like, well, that was nice for the car ride.
That's how it works. I've always been obsessed with stains, but I've not found like the milk stain you gave me or you
Yeah,
told me about. That's a good one too, but it doesn't last
doesn't
as long, but it
last.
feels
Yeah.
good. So that'll be my like late in the day. I'll just throw that on top of this
Hmm.
matte. Anyway, highly recommend. Making me happy. What's making you happy? What's your disproportionate joy around?
Slipstream.
Right. Slipstream.
That was a very exciting whirlwind. And then I got a manicure and I picked this color. It's like purple, but it's just north of black,
Oh,
I'll say.
it's very goth.
It's very goth. It's October. It's like giving Halloween vibes, but it's fitting into my purple world.
Ooh,
And it just made me very happy because I had kind of imagined it and then I didn't know quite if they would have what I was looking for. And then they did.
wow. You have a vision when it comes to your
I
nails. You go
do.
in knowing.
Sometimes I don't, but I will say disproportionate joy, but then a nail chip.
Oh
And
no.
now it's like this disproportionate unjoy. You got this little tiny chip that nobody could see from like, a foot away, but I know it's there and I'm like, "Ugh, am I gonna
Disproportionate
get"
sadness, like
Yeah.
over something that doesn't really matter.
Yes, like, should I get a Sharpie?
A
And I don't
Sharpie.
know.
Oh,
Ugh.
and you can't just
Anyway,
go back. I'm sorry.
for the one nail, I know. It's
That shouldn't happen.
yeah. But overall, very positive. Like, I'm never on the fence about getting a manicure, but it is more difficult to arrange
Yes,
now
I can imagine.
with my
Logistically, it's like
responsibilities. So it can feel like, do I need this? Is this excessive? Should I be spending my time and money differently?
yeah,
But then when I did it, I was like, no, this is perfect. This is exactly how I should spend my time and money.
absolutely. You need it. Always get the manicure.
Feels good.
Yeah. In episode 438, Liz mentioned just kind of offhandedly, like secondhand September. And I was like,
Hmm.
secondhand September? Nobody told me that September was about secondhand. I did not get this message. And I felt a little like FOMO. I missed out. September's over
Because
now.
of your algorithm.
It's because of my algorithm. I'm so busy watching Brody. I don't regret it though. Now I know, and it's going to go in my calendar for next year. But I did just happen to come across newly this website that was recommended to me by another coworker because I kept saying, I love your outfit. I love your outfit. And
Mhm.
finally she's like, okay, let me tell you what I do.
Hmm.
I subscribe to Newly and it's Nuuly and it's a rental service, which I guess you said it's like Rent the Runway, which I've never done before, but maybe I should look into it. But this one is you pay a subscription, you get to pick out 6 items, and then you get to have them for the month. And you could buy them at a discounted rate because they are secondhand. Other people have worn them before you. They sent them to me in a case, like a zipper case, and then I will return them or I'll purchase them, the ones that I want to keep, and then pick out some new things to come. So secondhand, but
Okay.
the clothes themselves are like anthropology
Okay.
vibes. It reminds me of Rainbow Johnson. It's
Ooh,
like getting into Tracy Ellis Ross vibe.
fun.
And I wore a dress the other day, again, walking down the street to lunch, and some random person was like, "I love that pattern." I was like, "Thank you." Look,
Are you gonna buy it?
I live on validation, Malika, it turns out.
5th grader, random stranger,
I'm learning
whoever.
things about myself. That
That's
makes
fine.
my day when random people validate
Great.
me. Am I gonna buy it? You know what? I don't think I am. It's expensive. I put it back.
Okay, that one.
But it was fun, and I can always buy it later. It's gonna be on their site. So you
Okay.
could buy I think you could buy any of the things if you want to, but even at the reduced cost, this is too much for me. But
Yeah.
I get it. It was nice. It was a nice
Hmm.
piece. But there is a cashmere sweater. I've never owned real cashmere before that I might buy, and like an edgier blazer that I would never have bought.
Okay. So because you mentioned Tracy Ellis Ross,
Yes.
this makes me think about her show and, like, her fabulous fashion that she wears, when she's traveling. It
Yes.
would be fun to do this kind of service for a trip.
Oh,
Like, to
yeah.
just have a fun new wardrobe
You could
for
have a
your
capsule or
girls'
yes.
weekend and
Yes.
wherever. I don't think I could do it for regular life. I
Right.
mean, I could, but I don't know. It feels like it could be a fun thing to do for an occasion, like
Absolutely.
a getaway or bigger trip. But, like, part of packing for travel is like finding your fantasy self anyway,
Right.
I feel like. And so this is like really facilitating that.
That's exactly right, Malik, and I was thinking about it for, like, when I go to visit you Thanksgiving, when we go to Martha's
Oh,
Vineyard.
yeah.
It might be cold. It's probably gonna be cold. I
Yeah.
don't own a lot of things that are warm, and so maybe
Right.
I wanna rent some
Good
things,
idea.
like, that I could wear out there and then just give them back. Mhm.
Interesting.
Yes. In episode 439, Liz and Sarah discussed Taylor Swift's new album and all things Taylor Swift, and they talked about the different eras and how she's in a new era. And so, Malika, what era are you in?
Well, I think my era is mom of two. And we've been talking about this, I feel like all
Yeah,
year
I think
leading up to this. I think our eras are pretty clear cut,
yes.
but I guess my sub era is the primary caregiver era,
Mm,
which is not all roses, I gotta say. Not that anybody ever said it would be or was, but I'm figuring out how to really enjoy this time and make it work for
mm.
me to feel good about it.
What's the definition of an era? It's making me think, like, is it supposed to be roses? No. Doesn't have to be positive,
It's
right?
just a reality. It's just what it
Just the reality of
is.
where you're at.
Season.
Right.
What's your era, Zizi?
Well, also, we've talked about it. I'm definitely in my empty nest era, but I also am starting to feel like I'm in a selfish era. Like I'm doing the things that I want to do when I want to do them, how I want to do it.
Is that selfish? Is that just like, I don't know, personal clarity?
Um, okay. Feels a little selfish. Feels a little bit like I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do
We had a
it.
listener note that we mentioned about Michelle, and her word for the year was Michelle.
Mm,
This is
yes.
giving that,
It
which I think is
is.
great.
I feel like it's the Azizi era. It's the era of
Yes,
Azizi. I have never been here before, and it feels good
that's great. What a fabulous thing to be able to experience.
for now. And I see on the horizon, I do some volunteering on boards, but I get why people volunteer in other ways, to like,
Mm.
I don't want to be here forever, but it is fun for now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
articulating it
your
well.
life is very outward focused, professionally and in your home life,
Yeah.
and so this is a time where you're able to be a little bit more inward.
Yes. I have time back now, and so I
Yeah,
get to be really intentional about what I wanna do with it in a way that I have not experienced before, so feels good.
that's great.
Yeah, it's also like I feel like I'm leaving this period of change with Sinai now out of the house that began with the pandemic. And
Uh-huh.
then I moved in with Grayson, we got engaged, Leia went to college, I got a new job, like, all of these things just kept happening, great things, wonderful things, but really big life changes back to back to back to back, and it feels like I'm headed for some stability, knock on wood, which is nice
Yeah,
also.
that is nice.
Sarah, who is so aligned with me always, recommended a steering wheel table for the car. It's a table that attaches to your steering wheel somehow so that you can work and eat and do things from your car in a more productive, kind of efficient, comfortable way.
Mm.
And I immediately thought, I need this. I need this. I do so much for my car. But when I looked at it, I realized I need something that I can use while I'm driving
Mm.
because everything is about commuting and getting from here to there. So I'm going to look into this. But the other day, when I was visiting, we went to In and Out because, of course, that's what you do when you're coming from out of town. And it's kind of messy. They let you eat and they can give you the food to eat in the car. But if you are the driver, it's a little messy. So guess what I did? I pulled out my car apron. I put it on
Wow.
when we were in the drive-through. And Sanai was like, "What is that?" It's my car apron. She's like, "How long have you been doing that?" It's like, "Shut up, Sanai. It's
How long have you been doing that?
this works, okay?" And it felt good. It was good to not make a mess, but a tray would be even better. And I've seen one that fits in the cup holder. I don't know how it works if you brake really hard. Like, is all the food
Oh,
flying? I don't know, but worth a try.
I think this could be useful, like, I don't know if I'll be in this again. It depends on Quincy's napping style, but for Indigo, we were doing car naps all the time,
Oh, right.
which was a real drag. But once he was in a deep sleep, you could park, and then you're just there for an hour, maybe longer.
Yeah.
And if I had a desk, then I could really pretend I was in a coffee shop or something.
You could really take advantage of the actual steering wheel desk to like
Yeah.
actually put your laptop on or something. Yeah, that'd be fun. You could decorate it, put some stickers on it, like really personalize it.
That's
I'm
fun.
not sitting in cars that aren't moving so much.
Yeah.
I'm moving in my car.
Indigo and I watched a YouTube video that was a long haul trucker, which is a whole subculture thing. Of
Wow.
course, everything on YouTube is, but he gave like a cabin tour of the big part of the truck
Mm,
that you don't really realize that they have a bed in there and what all is in there. But
wow.
it was such an innovative or creative use of space.
Hmm.
He had a fridge, he had like a stove, like he makes meals. He was saying
Wow.
he doesn't like to eat at the truck stops because they don't have healthy food, and so he
No.
prefers to cook his own food, and I was like, "How is he gonna cook his own food in there?" And he pulled this out and things double it. It's like tiny house living,
Oh, I
but
love that. I love that.
a little bit smaller, but it's just kind of fun. Even though I'm not a long haul trucker and don't intend to inhabit that
No,
particular
that's not
type of
a job
space,
you're gonna go for.
it still just kind of is inspiring to see how you can maximize efficiency.
But I love tiny house living.
Yes.
I was watching videos of RV tours and just the
Yeah,
small houses that people have built custom. I love that. I love the idea of that life. I don't know if I could actually do it.
right, but it's fun to see.
Yeah, it was kind of romantic. Have everything you need right there. Okay, let's take a break. And when we get back, we'll do peaks and valleys.
What I bought? A new Blink Mini 2K Plus smart security camera. What I got? 2K clarity sharp enough to see every detail of home when I'm away. Plus audio like I'm in the room, not with my bestie traveling to another city. Plus easy plug-in setup to install faster than skipping through podcast ads. But you'd never skip ads, right? Plus, I got all of this for just $49.99. Blink Mini 2K Plus. Mini camera, max performance. Shop now at amazon.com/blink.
Okay, we're back with peaks and valleys because in life there are always peaks and always valleys. This is an odd episode, so Malika is up first with a peak.
All right. So my peak is, well, I've talked about some of my pumping woes,
Yeah.
and I was breastfeeding. I'm moving on, and I'm excited because even though I'm not there yet, I can see there will be a day where I'm not pregnant and I'm not having somebody else depend on my
Yes.
body. I can consume whatever I
Yeah.
want. I mean, I still have to have the consequences, but
Nope, no
it's just
consequences.
me.
Whatever you want.
If I want to drink caffeine all day, it's only going to hurt
Right.
me. So that's an exciting horizon.
But Malika, it is exciting. I remember that phase, and I don't know, having young children is so delightful and there are so many very positive things about it, but I just remember a weight. Like you are always carrying things or holding things or having
Yeah,
things attached to you. Like it physically feels heavy for a part of that time. So you're lightening up a little bit.
a little bit. Yeah, there's still plenty of
Yes. Well, listen, you just
holding
had a
to do,
baby.
but
You're going to be holding
right.
things for a while.
But at least my calories will just be for me.
Yeah, and you get to retire a device.
Yes.
Forever, maybe. I don't know. Like you're
Good
like
riddance.
slowly wrapping up some things. That's exciting.
Yes. Yes. Zizi, what's your valley?
Well, my valley is that Grayson and I are in a TV watching rut. Like
Ooh.
we don't know what to watch. We've been watching kind of the same YouTubers and we're kind of tired of them
Mm,
since we've moved in together, really. And it's like what we like doesn't necessarily cross over, but it was interesting. I said this at dinner, like, we need to figure out what we're watching together. And it's an interesting concept because we don't technically have to watch anything together. Right? Like,
yeah, that's an assumption.
it's an assumption, but then it is an easy activity to do at the end of the day and a
Yeah.
way to connect and bond that I think it's worth trying to figure out. And so I started a list. I was like, what do you like to watch? He said documentaries. I was like, oh God, documentaries. What documentaries can I watch? Like maybe documentaries about musicians or something. I don't know. We're trying to find Venn diagram of things that we both like, and there's not a lot in there. Today we had a conversation about romantic comedies, and I was like, but you don't like romantic comedies. He's like, yes, I do. And then he started
Really?
listing a few, mostly that I'd never heard of, which is interesting. But then I was like, I can watch these. Like this I could do. So we're finding our list.
That's so funny. I feel like this is a good challenge for ChatGPT. I bet you
Oh,
would get some good suggestions. Of course, there's, you know, some joy and satisfaction in finding it yourself, but
yes, yes,
I
yes,
think
yes.
you could ask like chat to ask you some questions and then to say what would combine your interests.
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel like Gretchen should make this quiz next. Like, what's your
That's
next
what
TV
she
show with your loved one? And you both answer questions, and then it gives you something you both will like. But speaking of the algorithm, because we were talking about it, Pinterest just started giving me lists of movies.
Oh,
I
funny.
was like, oh, yeah,
Okay.
this is nice. So I think we're going to be okay. You know what's interesting? Now I'm going down a rabbit hole. But the movies that he was listing were like from 20 years ago, right? Or 30
Mm,
years ago. And then even the ones that I like are from, 10 years ago. And then I was like, wait, have there been any recent romantic comedies like that have been released in the theaters, big deals? And so that's
yeah.
the list that I looked up. And there's all these romantic comedies that came out in like 2020,
Mm,
2021 that I missed. And so anyway, I saved that list. I think there's a lot of potential out there.
okay.
All right, that's my valley. So I'll report back if we can find something that we both like to watch.
Well, that brings us to the end. Azizi, let's leave on a happier thought. What are you going to try this week?
I'm going to try to watch some new movies with my honey. What about you, Malika?
I want to think about travel again,
Oh,
taking the trip, the long range things.
we always planned on like going to, where was it? The place that Ree lived or
I know,
had her
Pahuska.
Pahuska. That's it. Of
The
course.
Pioneer Woman's.
Yes, the Pioneer Woman. Maybe
Mercantile
that one
or
can be on the list.
her hotel. Yes, I'm still thinking about it.
Yes.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode. You can find our show notes in the episode description. If you like us, please rate, review, and tell a friend. And don't forget to follow us.
Send us a message at happierladies@gmail.com.
Our show was edited by Magnus Bjorgum, and our theme music was created by Wyatt Muncie.
You can find us on Instagram at happierladies and on the web at happierladies.com. All right, Malika, have a happier week.
Have a happier week, Azizi. Bye.
Bye. What happened on Happier this week? No, not this week.
Yeah, say my name.
Malika, what happened on Happier?
Recently on Happier, episode... Oh no. Gosh, why is this so hard?
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.